Today we are going to keep talking about the feature updates we are getting with this major update. In my last video we discussed class balance changes, and today we will cover the rest of them. I want to start with battleground resonance changes because this will affect some players who lower their resonance to gain an advantage against enemies with lower resonance by leveraging their high secondary stats. However, it looks like developers will fix this. Let's read what they say. We found that some players lowered the resonance levels and used the powers of the normal gem to gain an unfair advantage in battlegrounds. We are now factoring in normal gem power when using the matchmaking algorithm to ensure a more balanced playing field. We have also optimized the matchmaking algorithm to consider armor penetration, armor, potency, and resistance. Players with high values in each of these categories will be better matched with players of high resonance levels so that the strength of both sides of each battle will be more evenly matched. So players with high secondary stats and low resonance will also be affected by this change because they will now be matched up against high resonance players. Whenever they make changes like this, it usually disrupts something, so hopefully this one can go smoothly. I will be testing this matchmaking the day the patch goes live in Battlegrounds, so don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And if you want to catch my live streams, make sure to enable your notifications. Almost forgot, but we are getting an Essence Transfer NPC in the Battleground starting areas for players to easily swap out preferred builds before the match begins. I am really happy to see this because some of you might remember I always wanted an armory inside of Battlegrounds on streams. It's finally happened. Anyways, let's move on to other updates. Before we talk about the things we are getting, let me clarify that the auto battle feature we talked about a few days ago is not coming to the global version of the game. So there will be no automated farming. That feature is region specific and not coming to all regions, and they don't have any plans about bringing it to the global version. Now we continue. It looks like they are making some changes to the loyalty system. Let me read it first. We updated the loyalty system for Legendary Essence to be more intuitive and rewarding. When you unlock Legendary Essence, you can select the next essence that you would like. We have also removed the restriction of acquiring essences for different classes through the loyalty system. For instance, a wizard could collect essence for a Blood Knight's items. Well, this is a pretty cool change, but we wanted to see a progress bar for this system or something that shows our chance by percentage to get the selected essence. That is still missing, and the chances of getting the item we select should be higher than what they are right now. Other than that, they are increasing the stash tabs for the Boon of Plenty buyers. Now it will give 3 additional stash tabs. Additional stash tabs are going to be even more important with the release of Eternal Equipment because the affixes on Eternal Equipment will not get updated if someone changes class. By the way, I got this information from the developer team, so basically they are making this paywall a little bit more appealing to players who change their class all the time. Now you might need to buy Boon of Plenty just for the extra stash because you will need to keep all the Eternal gear you got from your old class. I think these are the most important feature updates we are getting with the major update. Improvements to the in-game achievement system are pretty cool as well. Actually, let's move on to that one. We are updating the current in-game achievement system to create a more full experience for players. With over 100 achievements currently available, we want players to feel excited when they can mark a new accomplishment by hitting the requirements for one of these achievements. The player achievements currently available under the achievements section in the codex will be removed when this updated feature goes live. Existing players will receive a message that will grant the remaining rewards that would have been available to them if they'd completed the remaining achievements. Completing an achievement will grant you achievement points, which will earn you rewards over time. Rewards include rare crests, legendary crests, hilts, and other unique cosmetics. I really like this. If the rewards are really good, I will try to complete it together with you guys on my live streams. That can be a good series. Let me know what you think about doing it in the comment section. Now I will just read the remainder of the updates and end the video. We are adding over 11 new entries to the Horadric Bestiary, including the Soul Eon bosses and other shard-warped dangers of the Southern Dreadlands, to make gathering monstrous essence more rewarding and depict some of the familiar and new monsters that have emerged in Sanctuary. To see them, just keep conquering your enemies and unlocking pages. By the way, this major update introduces a seasonal Prodigy's pet, and it will be available on March 28. Other than that, they have made a few changes to the Warband camp. When contributing to the Warband stash, the new item auto-salvage feature will automatically read the maximum equipment level and update it in real time. The input method for setting auto-salvage level will be changed to keyboard input instead of a list of options, making it easier for players to use. Additionally, new NPCs have entered the Warband camp. They are adding the Essence Transfer and Jewelers to access in the camp. They have made a few changes to help optimize dungeon gameplay for parties to make it more efficient in a group. While playing within a dungeon, if players have to meet at a specific area, if players are falling behind the group, they will now be auto-teleported to the meeting point. We have also removed the invulnerability of bosses from as many stages as possible and added the ability to skip cutscenes that were once unskippable or required all party members to be present to view. Less cutscenes and invulnerabilities are very good news. And they have extended the legendary gem lock in your inventory to all equipment, so now we are going to be able to lock the equipment we want. I am sure you don't want to salvage an eternal equipment you got by accident. If you want to prevent that, lock your item, plus some adjustments to salvage as well. The next time you open the menu to salvage, it will remember the rarity of the last item salvaged, making it easier to salvage more items of that rarity. There are some cosmetic improvements too. They have now included the ability to hide helmets for legendary helmets, which allows you to hide your appearance but still use all the abilities and power of the helmet. And they improve Spectral Allies by making them easier to access and summon for returning players. Spectral Allies are bots that can be summoned to help returning players complete certain tasks such as dungeons. They can be found through the Party Finder system. This is really helpful for returning players to catch up. Good to see some improvements on it. Well, I think these are all the ones that deserve a mention. If you want to see the remaining few changes, you can check out the description for the patch notes link. Thanks for tuning in and take care.